Uh, uh. Hey everyone, Omogonix here and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So this is one of them videos where I play through an old game of mine and I talk about it, and sort of, give a bit of behind the scenes on my thoughts as I was making the game and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, today I'm going to be playing a game of mine called Disquietude. This is actually the oldest game of mine that you can find on my Itchio page. If you go onto my Itchio page right now, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this is the game that you will find. So yeah, this is the oldest game available on my Itch.io page. I have made games before this, but they're all restricted now, or they've just been deleted. So yeah, this is currently the oldest game which is publicly available for people to view on my Itch.io page, and it has been for the last few years now. So yeah, so Disquietude is, it's meant to be like a very minimalist type game. As you can see, there's barely any textures or anything like that. It's meant to be very minimalist. That's sort of what I was going for here. And yeah, so let's press P to play. So with this character controller, I did make this myself. Basically, I wanted to, make a character controller myself, because I knew that, Unity had like a standard FPS controller that anyone could use, but I wanted to do something myself. And so this Tank Controls character controller here is basically my first attempt at making a player controller by myself in Unity. So yeah, I'm a lot better when it comes to, player controllers now. I mainly use Godot these days, but yeah, this was my first attempt at doing a player controller, and it was in Unity. Oh, and also with these cubes here, I just remembered that I added in some physics cubes. But yeah, when it comes to tank controls, I don't mind tank controls. I still use tank controls sometimes, depending on the sort of game I'm making, like with Mushi's Kitchen Reheated. When using the third-person option, that game, uses tank controls. But then when you go in the first person, of course, you can just freely look around and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, you can definitely tell that how minimalist this game is. I mean, literally all the objects and stuff are represented by cubes. Like, I think these two cubes here are meant to represent, like, the fridge and the food cupboard. And then this is meant to be, like, an oven or something like that, an oven. So yeah, when you pick up the key, a sound happens. And also, if you hear that static in the background as well, that's because, I thought the game was too silent, so I wanted to add in some ambient noise. And I added in this static sound. I feel like I could have done something much better rather than just a simple static sound. But yeah, so basically when you find the key, this door here opens up and then you can find a skull inside. With a lot of my older Unity games, including this one thing which I used to do was I used to just make all the models within Unity itself, just because, it was just easier to. But yeah, I do prefer using Blender these days when it comes to making models. I've been getting a lot better at Blender. There's also a remastered version of this, which I made, I think it was shortly after publishing this. I made like an update, which gave the game a quote-unquote visual upgrade. I just added some extra textures and stuff, I think, but yeah, I think that was it. Oh, and fun fact, this car here, this car model was originally going to be used for another game that I was making. I was basically making a driving game before this one, and I never ended up, making it. So this car model here, I'm pretty sure is literally just that model from that game. So yeah, because I was going to make a driving game, but never ended up getting around to it. One thing which I want to do, actually, is I want to go through some of my older games from before this one, from before Disquietude. Because, if you go from my Itch.io page, you're probably under the impression that this is like the oldest game that I've made, but I have made a bunch more before this, which I should check out someday. So that thing there is meant to be like a doll, in case you couldn't tell. And then the bathroom opens. Ooh, and then we've got a bloody skull. Ooh, spooky. But yeah, so yeah, basically what I was going for with this game, as I've already explained, is just something very minimalist. That's why everything's just in like a lot of dull greys and stuff like that. But yeah. And the player movement is so slow. Can I pick up this skull? There we go. But yeah, so now when you walk down the hallway, something should happen. I think. Not yet. Oh. I forget exactly what happens. I think I need to go back into this room, I believe, maybe. So yeah, after you pick up that skull, nothing's really told to you. You're just supposed to figure out on your own where you're meant to go next. Give away your blood. I think I need to actually like walk right into that in order to trigger it. I think. Did I go into it far enough? I think I need to actually like press myself into it or something. Into that text there on the wall. Or do I go over here? Did I trigger anything? I don't think I did. I feel like there's something that I'm missing. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do here. Maybe I go down here. Oh, there we go. Give life, give blood. So yeah, that phrase there, give life, give blood. I think I had once heard some commercial about donating blood, and I just thought this phrase was kind of disturbing. Give life, give blood, so I decided to use it for this game. So yeah, the door's closed over there now. But yeah, this game's a bit longer than I expected. I always thought that after you collected the 4 objects, then when you come out into the hallway again it ends, but yeah. Can we open up the door? Oh. No. Oh, it's just my head clipping through. I guess the camera is yeah, a bit too out, I guess. Not too sure what I'm supposed to do now. I think I'm meant to go into this room. I think from memory. Oh, there was a voice that just said, "We have you." And then, yeah, then you get locked in. Alright, so now I remember. And now I think what I meant to do is, I think I'm meant to walk up to this mirror. Find the key and come see me. Alright, so now I need to find the key. But yeah, so yeah, this game is a lot longer than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a lot shorter from memory, but yeah, sometimes when I play through some of my games, like some of my older ones, you know, I'll realize to myself like, oh wow, this is actually either longer or better than I thought it was. Because sometimes when I make one of my games, after a while I just tend to think it's kind of just trash. Oh. And there's the key. So now that we've got the key, I think we're now meant to go back into the bathroom, and something's meant to happen. And eventually we should approach the end of the game. Oh my, nothing happened. Oh, and there he is. There's Bunny. So yeah, this is actually the first game where Bunny appeared. So if you've played a bunch of my games before, you would know exactly what Bunny is. Bunny is basically the first horror character that I added into my games, basically. It's the oldest one. And then now we're going to die. And so yeah, that there is yeah, the oldest game of mine. Disquietude. That's the oldest game that you can access on my Itchio page. And yeah, so the game just ends like that with that jump scare, and then you just have to exit the game yourself, I think by pressing escape, and then yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I was also writing a script for another video which I was going to record this morning about why I prefer Godot over Unity now. I was going to record that video today, but the script was just taking too long to write and I really wanted to upload something today, so I thought I'd record this. But yeah, do expect that video to come out later on. But yeah, so anyways, I'll see you all next time, and bye bye.